I am not a financial advisor. I am the last person to be taking actual financial advice, like financial strategy advice from, but I can still tell you based on my own results that if you don't have an investing account and you're 18 and above, and I'm not talking about just a 401k. Yes, that's an investing account as well, but I'm talking about actually downloading an exchange that you can learn from, and how it works and how buying stocks and selling stocks works, and not just relying on a 401k and not really understanding, why it grows or why it drops. You need to get on it ASAP. Download Robinhood, download Charles Schwab, download M1 Finance, download TradeStation, download Coinbase. That's a crypto account that you can create. That's a whole nother ball game. But on a basic level, if you do not own stocks on your own that you chose because you did some research, you're really doing yourself a disservice. There's just no excuse to just only rely on a 401k or like a retirement plan from your job. It's just too easy to learn how to become, financially free on your own. Of course, it doesn't happen overnight. For some people, it has happened overnight because of how aggressively they have invested or doing calls and puts, which is a whole nother ball game. But again, I just simply started researching. I've always been curious about how stocks and bonds work, what they are, and there is so much free information out there. It's kind of wild. And of course, there's, when you work with, like if you buy somebody's course, or if you know somebody that's a financial advisor, or, there's like a class you can sign up for through like a university or something, that's even better. But on a basic level, you can literally learn how to buy and sell a stock from YouTube. You truly, I know it sounds crazy, but you truly can learn on a basic level how to evaluate a company on a basic level and how to buy and sell a stock. And it's not, you don't even really have to have all this knowledge on how to analyze a company. Like if you're using your cell phone every day and it's an Apple phone, or you're using your cell phone every day and it's an Android, and I think that they have like a lot of Samsung phones that they sell with Android. I don't have Android. If your service for your cell phone is AT&T or Verizon, if you work out every day and you go to 24-hour fitness, I don't know if they're publicly traded, but I mean, just look around at the things that you literally do every day. Like if you go to Target all the time, if you go to Ralph's, like whatever your grocery store is, if you are ordering on Amazon every day, there's no reason why you shouldn't be owning some stocks. At least some of these shares, if you try to own a whole share of Amazon at this point, it's like $3,000. But you can do partial trade, partial stocks. Even though an Amazon stock is worth over $3,000 right now, you could put 20 bucks on it. Everybody has $5, $10 right now. I don't care who you are. I think you could literally walk a mile in a metropolitan area and collect $5 from the ground and literally put it on Amazon stock with doing partials. Download Robinhood, read a couple descriptions on how it works, on how to buy and sell. There's tons of free materials that a lot of these trading platforms give out there too. So if you're worried, I don't want to just listen to somebody on YouTube or the internet, these trading exchanges, these apps that you can download, there is 24-hour hotlines that you could literally just say, hey, I'm new to Robinhood, or I'm new to Charles Schwab. I want to know how to buy and sell a stock. What do I do? And they can direct you to, I've gotten different email links that they've sent me because I have accounts with them that you can read on how to analyze how to buy a company. So there's just really no excuse on a basic level to not have an investing account on your own that you're managing on your own, even if you just buy into one company just to understand how it works. The reason why I'm saying this, I'm just like sitting here, you know, again, trying to have this energy drink hit me. The reason why I'm saying this and got randomly inspired to talk about it is just because, like, okay, so during the pandemic, of course, I wasn't, you know, none of us were going out. We were having to stay in. We were on lockdown. We were on quarantine, whatever. And I ate out way less. You know, I traveled way less. I didn't ride in Ubers. Really, for like 6 months straight, I almost feel like, you know, everything was shut down. So I had extra money that I usually didn't have. So it was like, instead of spending this money on, oh, let me buy some outfits, or let me, you know, just buy it frivolously on buying, I don't know, takeout every single night. Like, you could, you know, a lot of restaurants were doing like takeout or you know, curbside pickup, whatever. Like, I actually was smart with my money and just was like, okay, well, usually I would have, like, I literally looked at my Uber account and I was spending like $300 or $400 on Ubers. And I live in LA, so that is probably not the norm for majority of people, but you know, you don't want to be drinking and driving. And even if I have like a glass of wine, I won't be driving. So yeah. So I was spending $300 to $400 on that. I was spending, you know, $200 to $400 on eating out all the time. You know, me and my girls would be like, oh, let's go to Miami, let's go to Vegas, let's do this, let's do that, like, just on the go. And so because I wasn't doing any of that, I was like, I've always wanted to understand stocks. Like, let me just take this time to understand how to buy and sell a stock. It can't be that difficult. Like, I went to college. Like, even if you didn't go to college, it's like, if you know how to purchase cereal from the store, like, you can read a couple extra paragraphs and understand how to buy and sell a stock. That's how easy it is. And the reason why I'm going so hard with it right now is because, like, I couldn't believe how easy it was. And you don't want to dump hundreds of thousands of dollars into a company that you have no idea about and you don't understand how it works. But again, if you are buying from these companies, like, if you're eating out at Chipotle every day, if you're eating at McDonald's, if you're taking your kids to Disneyland, you know, like, you should own some shares of these companies, from these companies. There's no excuse. I mean, they're not going anywhere. Like, that's the thing I think it's so intimidating, because it's like, oh, well, I don't know if they're going to be here, you know, or I don't really understand how it works, or, oh, I just heard that you just lose all your money. That's not true. Again, I am just a random girl, and again, there's really no, like, reason to believe me, but I actually might even just screenshot my because I have like 5 investing accounts at this point, but I might just screenshot like my Robinhood account. I literally threw in just $50 here, $10 here, $15 here, $13 here, $40 here, $50 here, just from stuff that I usually would have spent my money on because of Ubers and things like that. And I just put it into Amazon. I just put it into Apple. I just put it into AT&T. And I like looked one day and I had $10,000 in Robinhood. That is tiny compared to like the investing accounts that are out there with, you know, really wealthy people and things like that. But like, to just know that I was throwing away $50 here, $80 here, $100 here, $200, all that adds up. And then I was putting it on reliable companies, and then I'm getting paid dividends. And then it's like the stocks are going up, and sometimes it drops, which is not a big deal. It usually creeps back up, and you can understand how that works. But it's like, even if you want to just take some money and play around with it a little bit so you can understand how it works, instead of just shutting it down and being like, no, I feel like that's gambling. It's not gambling. There definitely is aspects in trading stocks when you do calls and puts where someone could perceive it as gambling, but when you're doing calculated risk, I don't think it's technically even considered gambling, but that's a whole nother conversation. But I just want to get on here and encourage everybody to download Robinhood. If you want to download Robinhood, I have a link in my bio where you can download Robinhood. It's super easy. It takes 10 seconds, like not 10 seconds, but it takes 2 minutes. you get a free stock. Like, I had my mom do it just to even get the free stock. Like, just for downloading the app, you get a free stock, and you can just have it sit there, like, and just grow. And my mom was like, Sienna, the one stock that when I opened up the account, it was like some random like oil company. It was like the one share was worth $5, and now it's worth like $17. And she's like, I'm so happy because at the time, she's like, I just decided to buy more because it was like so cheap. And then now it's like she's gotten like a $300 return, or a 300% return on like on her investment, because she bought a bunch when they were like $5 and now they're like $17, $18, $19, worth. And I'm totally butchering my numbers, but she's gained. I'll just put it like that. And so, even just to download it just to get the free stock. But I'm just going to screenshot, again, I don't aggressively invest. I am still very new. I've had my investing account for over a year now, and just watching how it works, and just continuously throwing money on reliable companies, you're going to make money. Like, it's just kind of like, and you want to build like a long-term portfolio. So like, if you're trying to make quick money, this is not for the quick money people. This is not for, I want to try to get rich quick. I want to, just hurry up and get a bag. That's not this. This is like building wealth, like starting to build wealth. And I have different accounts for different things where I, do try to maybe make, some quick money, but I understand how it works now because I've done the research. But I just want to encourage, again, I'm going to get off because this is actually starting to hit me now. And I think that's probably why I'm starting to ramble. But download Robinhood. You get a free stock, a link in my bio. You don't, or don't. You don't even have to use a link in my bio. Just download Robinhood and get a free stock and start learning how it works. And I'm telling you, just throw $10 in there. One last thing I want to say. Some people are like, well, I don't have the budget for that, or I need the $10, the $20 for gas, or I need this, I need that. If you are buying candy, if you are getting your nails done, if you have all these subscriptions to all these like Netflix and Hulu and all that, if you have all that, you can cut somewhere, because those are not necessities. Like, instead of maybe getting your nails done every week and a half, wait maybe 2 weeks and a half and use that extra money to put on some stocks. Or go to your subscriptions, like literally click on the settings on your Apple phone. If you have Apple, I don't have any other phone, so I'm just going to use Apple. I'm going to use my iPhone. Click on the settings on your iPhone. The very first tab that you could click on, I think, is like iCloud and like media purchases. Like, right when you click on settings, it's the very first tab. Click on that. You can go down to the subscriptions tab. Click on your subscriptions. I did that one day. I had like 20 things I was subscribed to. $4.99 here, $8.99 here, $2.99 here, $1.99 here, $13.99 here. You can literally, I guarantee you're probably not using half of those. Unsubscribe from all these apps that you're unnecessarily subscribed to, that you probably forgot about. You did like a week trial and you forgot about it. Get that $10 that you now have because you're not subscribed to unnecessary stuff. Put it on Amazon. Put it on Apple. Put it on AT&T. Put it on, do your own research, but put it on a reliable company. Again, I do not give financial advice. This is not, I'm just telling you what I've done. But it's highly likely that Amazon's not going anywhere anytime in the near future. I think we could all probably agree on that. So yeah, take that $10 a month. Then maybe you're like, okay, I understand how this works. I've had, I put $10 on Amazon for 3 months now, and it actually went up. Like, this is kind of cool. Like, maybe I'll, put $20 now. Maybe I'll put $50. Maybe I'll do a little bit more research and maybe put some of my money on some other companies that pay dividends. Like, it's so cool to see. Like, I'll look at my history for the month, like my just my activity for the month, and I'll literally see like $3 of a dividend, $4 of a dividend, $7 of a dividend, just because I own the stock that I, again, put $50 here, $30 here on, just because I own it, I also get paid for just owning it. Like, a company is basically saying, hey, look, if you own our stock, we'll pay you dividends. And granted, it's only $1, $2 if you have a tiny account, but all that stuff starts to compound over time. Especially if you're 18, I mean, you have time on your side. You're in your 20s, you have time on your side. By the time you're in your 50s, you could easily become a millionaire. If you didn't even aspire to be a millionaire, you're like, you know what, I like my 9 to 5, it's on, you know, I have my budget, it's cool. You could easily have $1 million in an investing account by the time you're 50, if you, not even trying, like literally not even trying, but just by investing it in reliable companies in your 20s, 30 years, you will have $1 million in an investing account. It's kind of like, I mean, unless you're buying into companies that are like, unless you didn't do your research and take your time doing your research, then yeah. But again, there's so many free resources out there. If you sign up with one of these exchanges, they give you resources to learn how to buy it and sell a stock. So you're not just getting your information from random, you know, people, meme stocks and things like, you know, on social media. It's like, oh, Dogecoin, or oh, like all these meme stocks or meme cryptos, whatever. If you want it to be legit, you really want to learn, download an app like Robinhood. It's a beginner. The reason why I keep saying Robinhood is because that's how I learned, and it's so easy. It's so user friendly. It feels like I'm like on a social media app. It's so easy, and it's like, it's kind of crazy how easy it is, but yeah. So that's it. I'm going to stop rambling. I'll probably like screenshot my account, because I don't care. I mean, it's just literally my Uber money and my restaurant money that I didn't spend for a year that I threw into a Robinhood account, and now there's $10,000 in there. So I'm like, oh, this is random. Okay. I hopping on my live. I hope this encouraged somebody out there to click in my bio and just take the 5 minutes to download the Robinhood app and get a free stock. And yeah, I'll be doing more lives more often, guys.